So subsection E1, section 157.081 through 157.088 on the second line of the deal. And then under definitions, add and modify full-time employees. You got that? And then I will go ahead.
Yes, I accept the floor and add that to it. Put it on,
But add that to your motion.
yes.
Okay.
And I'll second.
Now the question is on who is gonna select the committee. Leave it up to the board, or would you like to do that? You leave that up to me.
So I'm not 100% sure, I did hear from Commissioner was gonna say second, is that we're still seeing you have some discussion, so can I? Are we in discussion and in the motion in a second, or are we still in discussion, because I still have questions, either way.
It's either one of the motions, yes, yes,
Um,
and motion can be. All
maybe restate the motion.
Yes.
After we're done, I'm just. You know, I got pressed and I said yes on the family part. And I'm just trying to think that through because everybody, well, not everybody. A lot of people have aging parents. You know, this is including spouse, child, and parent. And a lot of children and I actually do support that. I just don't know if the county system can support it. I don't know if they're big enough as a labor pool to be able to support somebody who has a child with some catastrophic illness. At the same time, two other people have parents with serious issues, and a fourth person that's got complications from a hysterectomy. I don't know, it's just, I'm not. And I guess. The logical follow through on that is, well, that's not my problem, it's the committee's problem to figure out who qualifies and how much they qualify for, and how to do it. Would that be right? Would that be what the language is supposed to say, that the committee's gonna be solved?
Yes. Strong committee. We're gonna have to have some people that are gonna put their feelings away and be able to make a hard decision that Charles doesn't qualify, but Amy does. I mean, that's.
What if they both qualify, but one qualified, one's worse than the other?
A hard decision for the committee.
I'm asking why we need to implement this today. To get this program started, even if we did and said it will start. We agreed to do it, but it will start 30 days, 60 days from now. And in between that time, then we can, in one of our meetings, appoint a committee. And get this thing in place and going, and then review it in 1 year. Leave the family part of it out. And review this thing in 1 year and see if we can add it at that point. And see if you, in 1 year, you don't know if people are contributing to it or not. Or what, me versus people who are willing to donate. So.
Make sure I caught, that's it all. You would be in favor of passing it today without the family part.
Right.
And with the court taking up, the appointment of it's gonna take a while to get the committee together anyway, I mean, to get a process together anyway. The court appointing the committee in the next meeting or two.
Well, I'd be for implementing the program. Are going ahead and approving it, start at a later date.
Right.
Yeah, and then with that, leave the family part of it out. Right.
Right.
Review that annually or whatever.
That's two pieces. What about the committee?
And then during, once we've approved this, then we can look into appointing a committee during that time. Prior to it starting 30 days from now, or 60 days.
That's what I said.
Okay, well, you did it in a couple of words, I did it in a couple.
Consider my motion and let somebody else.
Are you rescinding?
Yes, the percentage.
You want that real?
Oh, let's see, get it as short as what you were saying,
So,
yeah, let's talk about it.
so for clarification, so more of that whole thing about the subchapter E1 and the additional local government codes, we can take that out and leave it, how she has it with this, correct? But in the definition, the only place that I see that you have this marked in here is under the definitions. So on the second paragraph, after illness, it will strike through the whole third paragraph. I think that should cover us and keep it strictly on the employee only. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Oh, no, that's it, yes. So with those changes, not on me.
Okay, let me ask the treasurer again, could we, is this something that we could get it designed and in place in 30 days?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. And then my question for the court is, if she can do that within 30 days, does that give us another meeting or so to appoint the people on board?
Yeah.
Or do we need to wait for a month? Do you want to do it today or something?
I would like the idea of, well, it doesn't matter to me, I would think that you all would like the idea of that time, because this is kind of fresh this morning, because the idea of considering who might be the two employees on this committee.
It gives us a little bit of chance to vet it.
Was there, because I dismissed that it's those employees need to be pretty dependable.
Give us an opportunity to, just sit down, do some of them and maybe come up with some options for them. I like that better than doing it all right now.
Today's the 27th. Usually we'll make it even effective, I guess. I'm making it effective now, but I'm trying to figure out how to give her a better day in your motion.
Yeah,
I actually think it March 1st, make it a simple start date.
one or two meetings in that time. They give us a little bit of elbow room to work this thing out.
Give us the 10th and 24th. February. 2 meetings.
Okay, I'll turn that into a motion. I would like to make a motion to approve the sick leave policy for the county and to select a full committee when on or before a certain date right now. I'm asking y'all to help me with this.
I think, your motion could be that you want to adopt the sick leave policy with the exception, with the redactions that the commissioner basically discussed about that.
Okay.
That you wanted to start on March 1st, 2026. And that the committee, the court will select the committee members at a later date. At a later date.
A later date. Don't move, right?
Is there anyone else in there?
Nothing we could.
Is that your motion?
Yes, sir, it is.
Is there a second?
I'll say.
Discussion.
Just confirming that we are, we talked about the reduction, but we are keeping the, and the modified full time.
Yes, yes.
Anyone else? Any questions? It seemed like it. Could do the struggle.
Straight, we're striking the family employment and it's only for employees, right?
Modified.
Modified.
Yes, it's only family, it's only employees.
Okay. That's what I, yeah.
So since there's only 2 employees to be selected, and there's 4 of you, if each of you goes out and starts canvassing employees or examining employees or interviewing employees to figure out who's gonna be, who you would like to see on the policy, on the committee, how are we going to get to 2 at one of the meetings in February? And I'm just asking the thoughts because trying to avoid confusion in the future.
I would believe. I would think that the HR person would, should be on that committee, wouldn't you think that?
No,
No,
It cannot, I think the way it's worded is, the HR administrator is the administrator of the pool.
but not on the committee.
Now, so it has to be 2 full-time, modified full-time employees.
Not elected, or it could, so,
It doesn't specify elected or non-elected. And those policies we found do not specify that, the only thing was. Not the county attorney, but an assistant, so a non-elected there.
what if this motion passes? And it's just a gentleman's agreement that an ad hoc committee of commissioners, policemen and leader. Jointly look for committee. If Commissioner Riley and Eater want to be one of them. A name, fine, if Ms. Wall wants to be the name with Ms. Piggies or whoever, fine, but for the 2 of them to. Without, I hate to be too official and ready to me, but for the 2 of them to come to, that we are understanding that sometimes February they'll come back with some names for us to consider. Or maybe to consider. What do you think of that?
I think that would be appropriate, because we definitely want members who want to serve in that capacity. It's a 1-year or until the end of, this calendar year.
The 2 of them wouldn't be violating anything.
No. They're appointed to a committee similar to how the salary grievance committee. I mean, just in the same sense, they're serving on this. And then as far as an assistant county attorney, I would ask to appoint my new full-time assistant county attorney, Sonia. Right. So just for consideration.
Not sorry, baby. Definitely. Okay. Anything else? All in favor of the motion, say aye. Opposed? Motion carried. So out of that, we'll have it's typically we'll all take the instructions once the first, we'll have a report from a couple of commissioners sometimes in February. What we need to do with the city recruitment committee and you two can work with Ms. Early, the auditor, the treasurer, and ultimately, Ms. Harrison, I'll be in the agenda on that one, to pick the few Is there anything else on this that we need to discuss or do we move on? All right. Moving on, let's go to item 8, the tax office credit card vendor. Needs your.
Make a motion to authorize to sign a contract with Global Payments for the tax office credit card vendor, pending county attorney approval.
Is for the second,
I'll say.
Mr. Weir, discussion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. Item 9 is my request. In order for you to allow us to take. We did $84,500. From, let's know, and while the courthouse is closed. And when you serving, we take the time to do the elevator. I don't remember how many years old it is, but it's decades old. As you know, there's several people that have been, stuck in it before, the fire department has to be called, get them out, et cetera, et cetera. And so the bid is to. You know, I've been calling a regular elevator, the walls will look very similar, but all of the guts will be granted, it can be like, you know, we building a car from the chassis out. The inside of the elevator will have the lighting and the buttons, but the walls will be the same. But all of the functional parts, the motor parts, the parts that take it from the first to the second floor by, will be truly new. And, Stoddard has to be, you can do it out of the way, because Hudson is a viable approved. Vendor. And you do that, okay, or preferably you do it, and decide, construction contract that is aimed for the same amount. Stoddard has agreed not to charge anything additional. No overage, so the 84.5, the Hudson ones is. Would be the change order. And then. However, Stoddard is going to do that, it won't, but they're not going to oversee their work, that was only county thing. To do it with Hudson Elway, to make sure. They do their job. So. This is my request to take advantage of the opportunity while the people are out of the courthouse and while they have a chance. To turn the elevator into a 21st century elevator. And, even though the bidding, you'll see it's quite a bit more expensive, and that's the company that actually has been, servicing it now. So this is the guess that we come up with. And I'll leave it in hands.
I'll make a motion to authorize the county judge to sign all paperwork necessary to implement any documents regarding replacement of the elevator in courthouse.
Is there a second?
Second.
Mr. Riley. So in discussion, I forgot to mention that, the $84,500, they're already on an extremely high budget to, finish this project, and adding another 84.5 isn't really helpful on the one hand. On the other hand, the grand scheme of things, the county does have money in reserves if we have to pay for this, and it's certainly, in my opinion, it's definitely a needed expense. And I think if you had Connie Russell here today, she would tell you the same thing.
We changed the word of replacement, because when I replaced to renovation or modernization.
Upgrade. Sure.
I don't have a problem with that, Connie, do the Hudson Elevator people have a problem with that?
On the bid, it's modernization proposal.
Yeah, yes, because they are definitely not replacing everything.
I'll change mine.
So, So where the word replacement was on the agenda and Commissioner Weir's motion, we're replacing it with non-organization.
Right.
And do you need to specifically state that you're going with Hudson and not TK? In the motion?
What we had that. Except the Hudson. Bid for $84,500.
Commissioner Riley, you still second it?
Yes.
Is there further discussion?
I think the timing's right, get it done while we're working on it. Absolutely.
All in favor, say aye. Opposed, motion carries. Item 10. Ms. Adami, are you?
I'm here, but Tanya's not here. So I wanted to ask the commissioners board, since Tanya had completed her Texas registered election official certification. Ask the court to appoint her as chief deputy of elections.
Make a motion to appoint Tanya Reed as chief deputy of elections and recognize her completion of the courses to entitle her as a Texas registered election official.
Is there a second?
Second.
Mr. Reed. Chief Judge. All in favor, say aye. Opposed, motion carries. Thanks.
Thank you.
So in item 11, we received a ballot from Baylor County Farm Services Agency with the name on it. Of course, none of us know any of them. God of those names. We contacted the county lessee of our property in Baylor County. And we only knew really of the one person and was okay with that name, so. In order for us to fill out the ballot, I need your authorization to go to the local league for launch. The Baylor County Farm Service Agency.
I make a motion on the judge to submit the ballot voting for candidate Brandy Blanche for a place on Bailey County Farm Service Agency Committee.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Commissioner Weir, discussion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Item 12. I can't remember, Ms. Oda, I can't remember if you have, already approved this or not. And she's busy, okay. Anyway,
I'm not sure, Judge, if she was finished or not.
okay, well, you all do things county, you know, so. Anyway, the point of this, proposed guideline by the court is to require receipts without money for hot tax projects. It's something that maybe got overlooked in the beginning, and it's actually it's contemplated statutorily, so it's not like it's out of the box or new. But that's what I'm thinking. You'll see the fields in there that we do provide the receipts within 60 days, expenditure, when the expenditure occurs. I guess if the expenditure never occurred, we'd be asking more questions later. And then if somebody wants to apply for hot taxes going forward, like this next March or April, whenever the court's going to take that up, and have received hot taxes before, so we can receive them in fees, then this would be an opportunity for us to get receipts as part of the new application.
Judge, will we be requiring them to show their receipts that they've exhausted all funds that we've given them before they can apply for?
It doesn't say that, I think that is the assumption, and I guess secondary assumption is, if you pay somebody $10,000 and they only get a receipt for $8,000, that would be a question mark that you'd be willing to find out. Where the other $2,000 went. And this might be your first. Look at it, it's not version that you passed today because. The community, a lot of the committees have been going to. Marshal their hot tax applications together before they come to the courts. Is meeting.
Monday.
This coming Monday. That's the first meeting, I like the introductory meeting, and then the second meeting later in February is where they'll actually get into the work of. Examining the applications and.
Yeah, they're meeting February the 1st and the 23rd.
Yeah, the 23rd is when they'll actually get into. Prioritize. And at that point, after the 23rd, then they'll eventually come into the court, and you've got lots of time. If you want to put this off, but I want you to have a. Preliminary look at it. And do some discussion about, the idea of what people receive, or the name receipts, and, we can have that now, it's just the concept.
Judge, it does appear that's the one cannot include.
Okay. So, does no one have a opinion on whether or not the county should be getting receipts?
I believe we should. And I believe they should, I mean, if you have somebody that's flying every year. To see that they're utilizing all of their, whatever they're getting, they're utilizing it. They're not, we can wait until next year.
There, anyone in the room that's a hotel administrator? That's receiving or has received hot tax? Is it so in that? Okay. So. You want to take action or not take action? Anybody have a motion? Yes, we will put it off for another way. Can I give a sense of whether or not you can put it back on the agenda?
I would say that I would just, if the committee wants the committee form on this, if they could come back and make those presentations. And that this is what the committee recommends that we appointed. And,
In terms of receipts?
yeah,
Item 13, recently we lost, the other final Gwinnett County citizen, we get a hamburger, and, we're gonna have to do a proclamation, declaring a hamburger day. My only question is the right day.
That was,
Did you ever find out? Yeah,
The birth date,
yes,
I believe it was sometime in mid-June.
yeah.
I,
Can I make a motion?
well, I can put it on the next agenda with an updated date. If you like, because I can, let me see if I can find it again.
The question for y'all, if you, the January 17th, 2026 is posed here is, Do you want that to be the day of the hamburger day, or would you prefer to be his birthday? What do you care? Are you in the middle of the box? That's probably what I'm saying, though.
he's saying,
no, I'm looking at the birthday.
February?
June 11th, 1928.
That's good.
Yeah, I'd rather have his birthday than this.
Well, with that, the motion to do the proclamation declaring the June 11th, 2026, Day of Michael County.
I make a motion to proclaim June 11th, 1928.
No,
I can't go back in time.
June 11th, excuse me. As J. David Bamberger Day in Blanco County.
Is there a second? Second. Mr. Riley, discussion. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, motion carries. Item 14. How do you pronounce that?
Lagom.
That's what I've been asking.
Lagom.
Logum, Logum Ranch Retreat. I'm sure y'all have some questions on this, and I've seen the team that put it together this year. This is a unique situation for employees in Blanco County, employees in Casey County. I have all the reports in front of me, but I'm sure there's questions y'all might have answered.
So when you say unique,
Yeah, it's half of, it's divided between Blanco County and Case County.
right, there's nothing unique about that, but Mr. Easton goes to that. All the time.
Well, I tried to do it with, Lisbon and get, Case County to accept all of it, they wouldn't do it.
It only moves some.
I didn't know you ever got that.
What,
I didn't know you could ever get that.
no, that's.
Yeah.
Says your typical right of way, private, y'all showed 60 foot,
Correct.
28 foot of subgrade width.
Yes, that's on the plat. You look on the plat at the bottom. You'll see the standard 60-foot right of way section. And just as a note, the plat and all plans have been approved by county engineer. And fire protection has, the fire marshal has approved it, 911, both in Blanco and Hayes County has approved the project. Hayes County has approved the project. And we've gone through the vote checklist.
Okay, it's already on the waters.
We have our approvals for that.
I see Mr. Peter has plenty of liberty for it. Have any comments you'd like to make on
I believe they met all the county requirements under the water availability study section.
that's what I read through what you, your report.
Right.
Question, the report that Mr. Beasley did.
Mhm.
Sometime in the past, we have mayor, I think they mentioned that the water some people to the groundwater district.
And we've also given the plat and a copy of the water availability to the groundwater district, and they had no comments on it, that everything was fine.
They had it for a reason through the past.
Yes, sir, almost a month.
I also spoke with him yesterday. I also spoke with him yesterday on the phone. He said he was fine.
But to clarify, this is a public water.
That's correct, but you still have to go, you still have to make sure you have permitting. Running down one. They just want to make sure they have records.
And you know, also in case something happens to well, you have a contract in place.
That's correct, we have a water contract agreement in place. I'm behind where I was going, this is new to me. What's the concept? I feel like the cabin, there's something about a bottom line. So this is in the general contractor, the owner, and also here available for questions if you have any, but it's a 20 short-term rental. Event development center, wellness amenity, project. So basically you have 20 short-term rentals, how many of those are in half, about half? Yeah. Short-term rental ones in hotel tax room? Yes. And you have the wellness center that's there to have different programs and needs. They want to do, some wants to move the whole. So, yeah. Well, let's see. She does a lot of her job in making.
Hi, the intention of the retreat is it's a nature retreat, outdoor hospitality space where we'll host small micro wellness retreats and events. But ultimately, it's just an escape into nature, enjoying some unique cabin settings, nature trails, outdoor movies.
And each project will only be made is.
Leslie Orange.
How big is the property? 7 acres. 37.
7.6 is what's been one.
7 acres you can like.
This isn't a gate, it's not gated. It's gonna be open to the public coming in.
It is gated.
Okay.
Yes.
I see you have almost 37,000 gallons of fire suppression.
And I'd say it's also, listed as, public water system too, so that
What's also detention facility? So the detention facility is required, both by Hayes and Blanco County. It's basically an open, green space that detains the water so that it runs off in a pre-development condition. Instead of post-development. We use the word detention in our subdivision.
It's a detention pond.
How would it be a retention pond? Because it doesn't hold water all the time. Detention pond drains, it is empty majority of the time. A retention pond is like a pond that holds water all the time. What an odd name, because detention facility in my world was a whole different thing. It does hold water. It just probably releases it faster than the detention facility.
Well, not fence around.
Question for the fire marshal, in this review, and I'm not that familiar with the RV side of things. But public water system, just throw that little fire hydrant in the middle of my head.
Yeah, so we were talking that before the meeting, and now we did, when we adopted the rules and regulations for tiny homes, that section, rules and regulations, provisions and all of it. So the only rules was.
Okay.
When he said that it has been cleared through the inspector and others and fire marshal, was he referring to you?
That's correct, this project's ongoing, so it was, I got slipped through because of the Hayes County Planning Act, so we've been meeting with them several times before they moving forward.
anything else?
And this roadway, the maintenance of this roadway is gonna be done by the development, and this goes all the way up, is this Red Rock Trail or something?
It is.
Red Branch. So when you have other landowners, does that affect any of the other landowners?
It doesn't. That's the Hayes County side.
That's the entrance.
So Hayes County entrance is off the main road.
So this entrance that I'm seeing on the map, what road is this right here?
It's Red Branch Road.
That's Red Branch Road? Okay.
Where does it go? Where does Red Ranch Road go to?
Ties into 280 or 290. Yes, sir.
290 Henley, Red Ranch Road.
Yeah, if you go north on Henley Loop and take a slight right instead of the left going back to the west, it runs directly for it.
But it's a big, right?
I've never been beyond Leslie's Gate, so I don't know what happens after that. I assume so.
Okay, there's no further questions, make a motion to approve the,
Consider approval of Lagoon Ranch Retreat. Lagoon Ranch Retreat development.
Is there a second?
I'll say it.
Commissioner Weir, discussion. Just curiosity, you're the engineer.
Correct.
What is the expected water usage based on, I mean, did you get I probably should have asked this before the motion was too late on, did you get some sort of a prototype of how this is gonna work?
Yeah.
People that are 7 days a week, 20.
Yes, so all that's based on TCQ guidelines and also the water availability study guide. So the water availability study looked at it and also TCQ.
I hear all that, every time one of these is presented, what I'm really asking is, do you have a thought about how many gallons per day will actually go through this facility?
Yeah, I mean, it'll probably go through 5,000 gallons a week.
1,000 minutes.
If you take it from the water availability study, they're estimating, I'm gonna approximate it, about 650,000 gallons a year. That helps.
Yeah, which is a lot more than 20,000.
Yeah. That's,
Do you have any, just one more thing, not a little bit. Do you have anything like a fountain or some sort of, water?
There's a pool.
There's a swimming
But no, we don't have any, there's no fountains that are anything that I know of. There's no aerators.
No, it's just.
There's no irrigation either, so.
There's
No air.
There's no irrigation for landscaping.
Really?
Yeah.
It's just supposed to be, that's your salt change, that's your natural nature experience.
That's it.
Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye. And opposed? Motion carried.
Thank you.
The next item is the property to the door. But
I move to, mark the camera system that was used at the county recycle center as surplus property and authorize it to destroy it.
is there a second? Weird discussion. Why would we destroy a camera system?
This, we can connect to it. It's
Very
Would it even be sold down?
into the recycle center and into the metal bin. There's weight.
All in favor, say aye. All opposed. Motion carries. Item 16. Surplus to be put on go.
So I move to approve the 2009 Ford Expedition that was used at the elections department at the end. I think I went through every department in Blanco County before it got there. A 2005 Econo trailer and a 16-foot roll-up tarp for a dump trailer as surplus property and authorize it to be listed on gov deals.
Is there a second?
I'll second that.
Mr. Weird discussion. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, motion carries. Item 17. Not for every name, but this will, new day. I think everybody consent. And. I think.
Here's the comment, but this is Dave and all of that. The only truth.
If you authorize me to, lift the burn ban early, the conditions with such that it's appropriate and, for everybody, someone kind of everybody, and a little, I don't know how much some people got their forms to rank, so. I certainly got a question about listening to everything, but the, fire marshal consulted with the 3 fire chiefs and. Feedback was that they would prefer not to have to be responding to fires. Smoking their trucks could be sliding around on the ice, so I did not. I took it upon myself and did not extend burn bans.
Yeah, I believe the fire department's appreciated that. We did have one amount, not out of control, but burn ban violation during that time, and that's for about 30, so. But now after the storm and the rain from over the weekend, as you can see on the drought index, the county average is, I think, about 300, which is 200 plus point improvement in the last couple of weeks. That's our recommendation that we're.
Make a motion to lift the burn ban.
Is there a second?
Okay.
Move the right, discussion.
Yeah, before you get out of this, can you do a brief update on the structure part?
There was two, well, reported two, the first one was we're gonna figure that out, so it came out as a chimney fire, but it burned underneath the house, and that's what caused them to call 911. It's a newer house, I think it's been 10 years old. 10 to 12 block chimney, so, looks like a
Mobile
fire.
home or?
It's a block house, single family. So it seems like it would be a failure of how that rock was constructed, the cement that held it together, gave out. And by using the one yesterday, ended up being a doghouse from a heat lamp. I would say overall though, most counties had wide view house fires during the winter storm, we were very fortunate. And then just in case you or somebody else had questions, we did have one prescribed burn during the hurricane, which operates under state law, and they're a prescribed burn manager for the state, so that did take place at around.
Before taking the vote, the one map shows us going up the scale, and we really everything for drought monitoring. But do you, doesn't bother you that is concerned that, all 7 of the counties around us have a burn ban?
Not really, if no, everything is. A little bit different for each other county, and the other counties have different standards, I don't know what the drought index will come out as, I know they use a 500 set number to they or go on. I believe other counties probably will live soon, depending on how much rain they can receive.
Carmel not dropped their.
That is very surprising. I don't know what they do next,
I don't think they dropped their snow. That for that.
I see it both ways, I mean, we're in that time of year, we can get away with people getting some burns off, it'll probably be better now than trying to push it when we get closer.
Any further discussions? All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed, all in favor.
Make a motion to adjourn.
So.